Hey everybody, welcome back to Quali-Tea time. So, we have some videos in the pipeline. I'm hoping to get New Helena's big farming event going up today. Well, maybe not today, but this week. Sometime this week. I should be very careful giving dates, shouldn't I? I still have another Edgington in the pipeline, and I'm hoping to get some Lost Hands done by week's end as well, although that will probably be out next week. We'll see. Other than that, though, we do have a quick section from the P.O. Fox, so enjoy! Right, everybody, we have a brand new box. It's a nice box. I like it. I think I'll put it with my other boxes. And that's it. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed, and onto the schedule, and of course I'm lying here. Hi. Surprise. Okay, so this, I'm reliably informed, comes from a Resender, all the way over in Belgium. And it's very light. Has a slight rattle to it. I have a sneaking suspicion of what exactly this is. As ever, this comes from the Fox 10 fixings list. So, hop over to Amazon if you have some spare cash that you are not somehow otherwise just siphoning towards me. There is cardboard. Enjoy your gift from Resender. Okay. This might be a slight pain to, like, reveal without showing off what your full name is. Probably not a huge concern, but yeah, just to be on the safe side, you know, privacy. We have a pair of Gunnar computer eyewear, as it says on the box here. These are very specially made for people who have to stare at monitors all the time. Now, I don't know exactly how well they're going to interact with monitors plus 2 high-intensity lights, the kind that I need to actually have on to be properly visible on camera, as it were. But anyway, this should definitely save me a bunch of eye strain, so thank you very much for that, Resender. And I know Dragon has these. I think Muffins might have a pair somewhere as well. They're a pretty common kind of purchase for a lot of video game YouTubers, or just generally YouTubers, more or less. So, see how these look, assuming I can liberate them in rapid fashion. If not, magic of editing. Let's just see this. Okay, well you can definitely tell where... Can I just animate eye here a little bit? Ugu? Okay, right. I don't know how much of these you'll see on camera. Maybe more on live streams and such than actual, like, general LP content, but either way, thank you very much. Okay, so just quickly before we go into the schedule, quick update and a little bit further explanation. So computer monitors emit, among various other frequencies, artificial blue light, which can, over very long periods of time, cause headaches and dry eyes and eye strain, all things I'm intimately familiar with. And this can, and then over time, also contribute to cataracts, and very importantly for me, age-related eye deterioration. I believe I've mentioned it before. Pretty much everyone, like, in my preceding age group of my family, wears glasses to some degree, and that means it's pretty much guaranteed that I will eventually as well. I'd like to keep that, like, a decade away if I can. So, yeah. Although, not looking too bad. These glasses specifically purport to reduce the amount of blue light, actually reaching your eyes, so that will cause those problems to not necessarily vanish, but lessen at the very least, and I did that via this sort of yellowish tint that you can kind of make out on the screen there. These specific models, which is the Shea Dog model in Onyx frames, thank you very much for Sender, are rated for 65 BPS, which is to say that they will reduce the blue protection factor 65%. So at least 65% of the blue light coming out of my monitors, can't say the same for these lights, but out of my monitors, is not reaching my eyes, and that's making them last quite a lot better. I've been wearing them for about a week now, because I filmed that little segment you just saw, like, last week in the middle of the Week of Madness, so I was kind of busy. And definitely my eyes have been feeling a hell of a lot better. They've been feeling less dry, I've been having less eye strain, I've still been having the odd headache, but in fairness, I was fairly stressed the last week. 15 hours of live streaming. Yeah, I signed myself up for that one, didn't I? But, with that, I would kind of recommend these glasses so far. I mean, I can't really say for certain if this is just the placebo effect, but they seem to be working. At the very least, they seem to be working for me, so based on my personal anecdotal experience after a week, yeah, I would recommend Gunnar glasses. Check them out. And now, onto the schedule. On first night, 11 PM BST, we have Midnight with XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. And speaking of, we have 2 of them down and 1 to go. But is he actually going to offer a challenge where his twins and his rulers failed? Then on Saturday at 9 PM BST, we have the Carousel, where I'm expanding the wheel. What will it land on this week? And then on Tuesday at 9 PM BST, we have Building Blocks, which is basically just Yogdwarves Live, except I can code other things as well. Come along and see what we get up to. And videos you might have missed for the past week. We have a series of Week of Madness VODs, so preserved for posterity we have all 15-ish hours of content from the Week of Madness, complete with the chat log. We also have an episode of Edgington. Representation doesn't start and end with a lack of exclusion, and here's why. And on to the questions. So as always, these are drawn from the comment section of the preceding vlog. If you have anything to ask me, drop it down below and we'll see what comes up. Our one question for the week comes from Too Many Fandoms. Is there a lying in the universe of the Bard? Currently, the world of the Bard, which I actually haven't even come up with a name for, I've just got a number of different countries, is considered to be separate to the greater lying verse, and as such does not strictly have a lying, as it were. It is subject to change over time. Like, if I can figure out a reason for why it would be connected to the greater lying verse, then we'll add a lying. Or someone will be determined to be the lying of that universe. Maybe the Bard is the lying, which would make the most sense of the character I play. It is worth noting that the architecture of the series, as a kind of a radio broadcast kind of talk show thing, means if there is actually a lying in that universe, it's fairly unlikely they've been making regular appearances. And I'm not really building in much of character arcs. I am building in story arcs, but a character arc for the Bard like Julius would not be necessarily the easiest thing to do, nor would I think it'd be particularly, like, grand for his character. Keep on listening. And with that, hope you've all enjoyed. I'm going to continue wearing these glasses, which I think make me look pretty snappy, and I shall catch you all next time.